What is up, YouTube? I almost said Facebook. I just got off of Facebook. But I wanted to share the information over here as well. Equifax. I know I probably won't have any viewers on this, and I don't know. So I don't have very many subscribers. But if I can reach at least one person, and maybe one person will share this with a group of people that will be able to get this information out. But last night, I saw that Equifax had been hacked. So what does that mean? What do we do now? Well, now that Equifax has been hacked, somewhere in the ballpark of 143 million accounts, which is pretty much a majority of all adults in the United States, has been compromised. They got all kinds of information: your social security number, your date of birth, your address, your place of employment, your credit history, your credit score. They got it all. So what does this mean for you and me? Well, basically what this means is that these individuals can take that credit score and that credit information and go open up fraudulent accounts. Now, the likelihood of that happening, hopefully, is slim and none. I'm hoping that because they've been determined that there was a breach, that anything that does come up would be a red alert for future. And I do urge that you do keep an eye on your credit. Now, in light of this situation, knowing that these individuals have the ability now to open up fraudulent accounts, it's really a scary situation, because they have the ability now to create false identities and be able to go in and clean out your bank accounts, jack up your credit card bills, even mess up your credit. So what I'm recommending is that you get identity theft insurance, to protect yourself in case one of these fraudulent accounts happens to pop up. Along with some identity monitoring, you can then have an eye on what's going on with your credit and your finances, and be able to protect yourself in the event someone does try to hack your accounts through identity theft. Now, one of the companies that does, or that is part of a good identity theft group, is Xander Insurance. And as you all know, the ones that actually follow with Dave Ramsey, he actually endorses Xander Insurance for their identity theft protection. So I've never used them. I've never really talked to them myself, but if Dave recommends them, then I'm going to recommend them too, because apparently what they'll do is they'll do all of the legwork, the paperwork, and all the dirty deeds for you to make sure that you get protected. And if anything does pop up, they take care of it for you, okay? So, in regards to the whole Equifax being hacked, it's a very, very serious thing. Like I said, 143 million accounts were stolen, and they got all that information. It's not the largest scaled, but they do have all the information that's on you, on file. So make sure that you do protect yourself. I and my wife are actually currently in the process of trying to repair our credit enough that we can actually run out and buy a house. And with this, in light of this new information, it's kind of a scary thing for me, because who's to say that all the work that we're putting in now trying to repair our credit and get everything in line so that we can purchase a house by the end of this year, first of next year, doesn't go down for lack of a better term, the crapper. Well, it absolutely terrifies me. And as I was saying on Facebook, if you happen to be on Facebook, look me up. It's Eric Jones. So, and it absolutely scares me, because here we are in a world where everything revolves around the mighty FICO score. You can't do anything unless you have a good FICO score. Most of your credit isn't even seen by a human. It's all ran through computers, and the computer makes the determination. So with the right information, anybody can open up any account that they want. Doesn't matter, okay? Because a lot of times it's all going to be electronically done anyways. People can go online and open up bank accounts. I know because I have an online bank account, okay? And if you want a really good online bank account, I'll let you know. I use Simple. Simple is a complete online bank. They provide you with a debit card, and if you sign up, they'll probably do like they did me and send you a cardboard wallet. It's basically what it is, and that'll have your card type rubber band to it. Okay. Now, with the Equifax, I can't believe that some of the information that I received, it is so fictitious sounding that you can't make this stuff up, okay? You just cannot make this stuff up. The CFO of the company started dumping stocks a couple of days before the information was released last night, stating that they had a information breach and information was stolen, okay? But he wasn't privy to the information because it hadn't gone public yet. It's the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, the top dog of all money that goes through Equifax, doesn't know that Equifax has been breached. Am I the only one, or does somebody else have a problem with that? You know? And I was listening to this report on the Dave Ramsey show. That's where I've gotten most of my information for this, other than the fact that I knew that they had been hacked last night. And at the time last night, I was thinking to myself, it's not that big of a deal, it's not that important, yada yada yada. But then finding out how many accounts have been compromised, it kind of is a big deal. It kind of is a big breach. You know, it's not as large scale as, say, the Yahoo hack, but as far as information, it is the largest. You know, they got more information from Equifax than they ever got from Yahoo. So I want to know what your thoughts and opinions are on this as well. So if you do happen to be watching this, just give me a thumbs up. Number one, make sure that my audio sounds great. And number two, let me know your comments and your thoughts about it as well. I'll do my best to try to respond to those as I see them come in. But yeah, I just couldn't believe such a large scale attack had been done. Okay. It's something that I've compared to, like, the terrorist attacks back in 2011, you know, or not 2011, but the early 2000s, you know, 9/11, you know, when the Twin Towers were attacked, you know. But that, you know, I consider this to actually be a worse terrorist attack than that, because of the simple fact, and I'll point my opinion out like that, because of the simple fact that in 9/11, the families that were involved in the attack were the only ones that were directly affected. Everybody else was affected as a secondary target. You know, emotionally they were affected. Whereas this, at 143 million accounts, there's a high likelihood that you're one of those accounts that got compromised. Therefore, we're all directly affected by this. The entire country is directly affected by this. And it's something that's supremely scary whenever you think about it, okay? So, I know for me personally, trying to work on my credit and build it up and trying to recover myself to the point to where I can purchase a home or a new vehicle or even one of these big trucks it's something that's kind of scary to me, because this is something that can prevent me from being able to do it. Okay. Now, like I said, one of the best things we can do at this point in time moving forward is to begin monitoring our credit a little bit more closely to make sure that none of these fraudulent accounts comes up. We also need to get some identity theft insurance as well. If you're a follower of Dave Ramsey, again, I do recommend that you go with Xander Insurance. They're the ones that I know of that will do all the legwork for you and chase down any fraudulent accounts that have been opened in your name. So, with that being said, I hope that you liked the video. I hope that the information that I'm giving here is information that you didn't know